Like to call the February 26, 2026 meeting to order at 2:07 PM. Machines are open for roll call. Roll call, Mr. Chairman. The record shows 7 members are present. Mr. LaFrance and Mr. Gouy is absent. Good stand. Mr. Champagne will do the prayer.
We take this moment to acknowledge Almighty God and thank Him for our bountiful blessings, especially for the parish's natural resources. We give thanks to God for our brave and courageous men and women in our military who daily risk their lives to protect our precious freedom, and we pray for world leaders to know how to obtain world peace. We pray that this government body, comprised of both council and administration, will always serve our parish with honesty, humility, and equality for all. And as this government body gathers here today, we pray for the wisdom to know the right from wrong and the courage to do that which is right. Amen.
Amen. Mr. Schultz will say the pledge.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Turn on then. Ready? 2, executive session. Executive session for the purpose of discussion of litigation in accordance with LRS 441782 in regard to Ricky Stewart versus Robert Jackson in Plaquemines Parish Government. Attorney William Culver, Councilmember Kotnovich.
I'll offer as for a second. Second by Mr. Jurasich. Any questions from the audience, administration, council? Machines are open. Let the record show it passed 7-0. Go into executive session at 2:09. Let the record show we come back from executive session at 2:21 PM with no binding action. Next item, please.
4, administration updates.
Yeah.
Good afternoon. So to start with public service update, Marks Lane, Bertrandville cast iron water line replacement. The pre-construction meeting was held Wednesday, the 25th, and the project start date is April the 6th. The St. Bernard flood wall crossing, the pre-construction meeting was also held on Wednesday, the 25th, and the projected start date is mid-March. Diamond Playground Bathroom, the bids are to open on March the 3rd. Southern Oak, road patching to be done this week and overlay to start next week. Highway 11, bid came in lower than expected, and the project starts on March the 9th. For recreation, we got a couple of community programs. After school enrichment camp on the East Bank starts on March the 3rd. Pickleball returns on March the 4th. It'll be every Wednesday from 5 to 8 at the Amos Cormier Pavilion and at the Multipurpose Center. Well, known as the Multipurpose Center. The soccer season begins on March the 9th. Currently, we have about 270 participants. Monday, Wednesday, 9 a.m. fitness class with prominent youth on the East Bank started on Monday at the Percy Griffin Center. 3-on-3 state basketball tournament with the Special Olympics of Plaquemines will take place on March the 14th. Let's Go Paint event at the La Yaya Art Center is on March the 21st, and it's open to all ages. And then the Artful Spring Season at the La Yaya Art Studio will take place from March to May, and that is for ages 7 to 17. Couple of project updates. The roundabout at F. Edward Hebert that's being constructed by Quartz Construction Services is estimated construction to start, late April to early May, possibly June. The estimated construction time is 9 months, which would put this project completion somewhere around the start of 2027. LA 23, Russell Drive, that's going to be constructed by Bro Brothers Construction. That is estimated to start in late March. The construction time is currently 14 months, and that's looking to be completed by the end of 2027. Peters Road update. As per BKI, the line and grade draft pinpointing location to say was submitted to DOTD last week, and BKI is moving into preliminary plans. They had some survey updates that's taken place. The topography survey has begun on the south side of the Intracoastal Waterway. The north side survey has been completed. Environmental technical reports are being finalized to submit drafts to LADOTD, including wetlands, air, noise, and cultural resources. The navigation study, the draft report is in review with the Department of Transportation, and the toll study is currently in progress. There will be public meetings as per BKI. They will take place soon. They'll take place at the Bell Chase Auditorium, but at this time, we don't have the actual dates for those meetings to take place. And that's all we have.
Have any questions from the audience? Council? Mr. Jurasich?
Yes, I heard the Highway 23 repairs are gonna begin in March and go through, or April and go through 2027?
Okay, no, the Highway 11, that's.
No, I'm talking about Highway 23.
Oh, the Bertrand, the.
Yeah, Russell Drive.
Russell Drive to Jesuit. is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
It says, let's see, yes, start date is late March.
late March, and it's gonna go to the end of
Yeah,
2027?
it's a 14-month project. Yeah,
Gonna
it's a
have
14.
some issues because if that plant starts up in the first quarter of 2027, it's gonna create havoc.
And that has been a topic, of discussion, and we've been.
I mean, we can't push it back anymore.
'Cause we
need to
almost-
have it done, but
Because it's been pushed back 3 years already, right?
know.
And so they asked us if we wanted to move forward with it. So if we push it back any further, we could possibly lose that. So I don't know how we're gonna.
no, I mean,
Yeah,
I don't wanna lose it, but
yeah. But we've been talking to the sheriff's office.
we better grow some thick skin.
Very.
So, another thing, Miss Ashley, I'm coming at you. It's getting to that time of year again, it's warming up, and I've been getting calls already about, the splash pads and stuff like that. And I know we're not a big fan, we trying to see, we're not a big fan of them, but really and truly for the residents down the road, that them little splash pads in those parks mean a lot to them. So we need to really act on these, try to get, automatic on-off, timers where people, when they go, they can just push it. Because I know someone wanted to use the park last Saturday in Empire. And, it's tough on your employees. They all doing stuff, they off. And then we try to call them to go turn it on. And, I want to get past that. I want to get it to where the people can push a button and it'll run for 30 minutes or whatever. And then they'll just have to reset it. That way we don't have to worry about having somebody run back down and turn them off. So I really think we need to get serious in talking about, I know, they're not very popular amongst administration and all because of the trouble we have with them, but they're very important, to these families that want to use them. And I think once we get them like that, you'll see a lot more activity. But they've been taking real good care of those parks, otherwise keeping them cut. Everything you got going on has been great. I appreciate that. But let's look at this real, we getting there again, and I don't want to go through another summer, just piecemealing, so.
Yes, so to go on the record, it's not that we're not a fan of the splash parks and recreation, because we know the kids love them. However, they are a huge challenge, as you said, to administration and to the parish as far as costs with those water bills. However, our equipment, our splash pads are older, and so the timers are on most, or if not all, splash pads now, but we don't have timers on ours. So we've been working with some pool companies to see how we can get, or if we can get timers added to our plumbing line, because that's how it would work through electrical. So we would have to install some automatic timers to kind of work with the system, the switches and those systems. If we're not able to do that, my team and I have spoken about possibly
doing a schedule, almost with rentals, how if you want to rent a park, you call the department and you fill out an application and say what time your event is, where we do that for the splash pads when our staff is not working on the site. And we'll take those rentals and we'll make sure we do have someone on site to turn the pads on and off for special events. And then as far as a regular schedule, we may be able to come up with kind of an open program like we do with basketball, where we say splash pads are going to be open on Saturdays from these times, and we'll have those scheduled. But I do know they're critical to our families in the community, so we're working on some solutions now so that it's easy for us to get them on and off during the summer.
I appreciate that.
No
No,
problem.
I know, you know what I meant with. 'cause
Yeah,
they
I
are-
know what
they
you meant,
are-
but I
they
have to
are-
clarify because I
No,
want to make
no,
sure that
no, I'm
my
not blaming-
people, my community members know what you're talking
No,
about
I'm not blaming,
specifically.
I'm not blaming the administrator. I'm talking
Yeah.
about just how tough it is on.
Yeah, it
on us
is,
and
it
maintenance
is.
wise and everything,
Right.
costly and stuff. And we got to find a way to make it, more feasible for us to operate.
Oh, right,
Thank you very
absolutely.
much.
You're welcome, but we are on it, and we do apologize for any inconvenience that the splash pads have been in the past, but we are working on some resolutions for this summer. So we
Thank-
appreciate you.
Thank you.
You're
Mr.
welcome.
Edwards?
Yes. Actually, I wish I could learn the skill you just had with Mitch, where him and I can have the kind of conversation, because you handled them pretty good. I got to develop that skill with him like you dealt that good. I want to go back to the day of the starting for the marshland on the East Bank, the starting date, because we brought up at the community meeting on Tuesday, and we didn't have the date. April the 6th. And again, Billy is not here, but I want to thank him for the work that they're doing on the back highway. They're not only picking the mud out the ditch, but they're removing it. In the past, that mud was there for almost 2 years. So, and they're doing it. I mean, it's slow, but they're doing an amazing job, in cleaning. We thank you for the signs and Mr. Director's here. I don't know if you saw the no litter signs that was put on the back road. So we appreciate the signs and the work that they're doing with cleaning out the ditches. I just want to commend you on that.
Mr. Schultz?
Yes, the digging all along Highway 23 from Taco Bell to, I don't even know where it's to now. I've been asking for months, when is this gonna wrap up? Because some days they're not out there, yet they have the whole lane shut down from Taco Bell all the way down to the base. Some days that, like today, I went home for lunch and they were there, but they were just standing around. I don't know what they're doing. So not only from a safety issue with holes throughout with sand, some have metal platings over it, but traffic issues to if they're going to start on the road repair at Russell Drive. I mean, Bell Chase right now is looking like a construction zone 24/7. It seems like with all the cones and everything. Do we have any timeline when they're going to wrap this up? This has been going on for months.
Correct. And we have been asking for a ETA of completion for months. And the last email we sent out was yesterday, and it was to the public affairs manager that they have, because we sent out several between us and engineering and Brad, and we're asking, but we haven't been given a date. So we did send out one yesterday.
Okay.
And she was confident in her response that we would have an answer soon. And that was to Leah Obey. Leah, I will put her name on the record, but we
Yeah.
did reach out to her because we stated everything that you said in there, the safety, the concerns, everything. And it hurts on our behalf because we can't give answers to that, right?
Yeah.
And so we are in constant communication. And our only other thing will be, if we don't, then Keith will probably President Hinckley will have to go up to the top at this point, because we do have a lot of other constructions that are about to take place. so-
Exactly. It's going to cause
Correct.
even more of a nightmare. Also,
Right.
I'm assuming we're going to hold them to putting everything back to the way it was, like the sidewalks. Because I just noticed that they poured concrete right there by Taco Bell, but it's not a very good job where they poured the concrete turning off, and it's a big bump now. It was never like that before, but I'm hoping that they're going to come back and fix that. I mean, do we have anything to hold them to fixing the road back to the way it was and the sidewalks back to the way it was?
Come down the road, they show you how to fix all that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to stay ahead of the game.
If it comes under the excavation ordinance, yes, they are supposed to put it back to its original,
Okay.
reasonable, practical as its original condition. So this is my first time getting involved in this, but we'll take a look at it.
Okay, yeah. Like I said, I mean, a lot of it's not repaired yet because they're supposedly still working on it. But as they start pouring concrete and stuff, I want to make sure, because they've torn up a lot of concrete and sidewalk, I want to make sure it's back to reasonable condition. Thank you.
Ms. McCarty?
I have two questions. First one for Ms. Carter. I realize that Billy Richards is not here. Would you please ask him if it's possible to have that large suction cup truck that we just purchased, vacuum truck, to go into the neighborhoods and prepare for the rainy season? You know, April showers make May flowers, but also floods in some neighborhoods. The other thing is for Miss Ashley. Do you have an update on the park in Blackheath Barris Park, the pavilion?
Yes, so we removed the slides, the freestanding slides that were damaged out of the park and replaced the fencing. I received some quotes a few weeks ago regarding some updated amenities, including the shelter for the park. So I'm in the process now of reviewing the quotes. And then just depending on the cost, what we would need to do next as far as how we proceed. But once I review those, I will be in touch with your office to share some idea concepts with you.
Beautiful, thank you.
You're welcome.
I have one on Highway 23. Y'all could worry about down the road if you're not wanting to do bell chase, because I got by Goba Lane in Boothville, right below Moore's Restaurant.
Okay.
On the northbound side, there's a culvert caving in, and somebody blew a tire out yesterday, and they said it was a 2-month-old tire, so. And I called DOTD about it already, but, thank you. Mr. Schultz?
Go
Just
ahead.
got to update the end of May.
Into May.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna have overlap of construction projects. We need to be letting people know, probably public awareness announcements.
Yes. And we didn't put that with the update that we just recently posted because we didn't have that date,
Yeah.
but we'll go ahead and get that out there to everybody.
Okay, because that's gonna be nightmare throughout Bell Chase.
Okay, we're gonna get by.
Yeah, we'll get by. Well, we have no choice. One road in, one road out.
Mr. Edwards?
Yeah, I want the administration help, and I forgot, you mentioned, since you're talking about DOT, they were supposed to schedule, started doing work on Gravelly Road in January. The money was approved. So if you can find that out in terms of where they and started the project, because the money was approved. And they say it was supposed to start in January, and it came up at our community meeting on Monday night. So if you could do that, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Mr. Newsom?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chairman. One other thing, DOTD, y'all got on my mind. I got some calls through residents throughout the whole parish. Can we speak with DOTD about that light coming off of Engineers Road, taking a right-hand turn, going back onto the bridge? It's a red light there, and it has no turn on red, so it's being enforced. But the light is synced terrible. I don't know, you wait there,
Going from the,
from Engineers Road.
The timing is.
Yes, well, it's sync, they'll have a, it's not sync where this one turns green and this one turns red, that one turns red, that one turns green, that thing. So can we check, and if they could, just please take the no turn on red sign down, so we can, at least if you get there and you're looking down, there's no light, there's no vehicle traffic coming, you can actually take a right turn on red, so you can take a right turn. If you guys speak, I know Mr. President probably has a daily update with DOTD, so he probably speaks. So if you can bring that to his attention, and because I'm sure he's got the calls and the complaints too. But it just when y'all when you brought up about DOTD, it hit me. So anyway, thank you.
because I was at that stop sign and the cop behind me kept putting a siren on for me to go. And I told him, look the sign. Mr. Champagne?
Just to add to that, a block ahead of it, a block north, you can take a left on red. So it's not a matter of you not being able to go on red. A block north, you can go in red across traffic. So the same rules should apply within a block. I yield.
Mr. Schultz?
I'll take it even further, and it should be just a stop sign from Engineers Road or flashing yellow and say there's no, the Highway 23 traffic shouldn't even stop, and because there's just not that much traffic coming from Engineers Road that you can't get onto the bridge. But if y'all could talk to DOTD.
They'll have to do a study. Ms. McCarty?
Okay, the lights, traffic lights and concern are in District 5, so I've been talking to them since day one about that, and DOTD says that as long as the construction is underway, DOTD will not, and they have suggested to the contractors, but they said the lights are under the authority of the contractors and whoever happens to be the contractor of the day. So even though we've had the lights changed several times, even the timing and even signs put up, they've been removed by other contractors. So it may be fixed at one point and then a week later, it's not fixed anymore. And the bridge is supposed to be finished in August, is that correct? If that's, whenever the bridge is finished, we can make our changes. Otherwise, I'm just trying.
Mr. Champagne? Next item.
6, beer and liquor licenses. 6A, Plaquemines Parish Heritage and Seafood Festival on April 24th, 2026 through April 26th, 2026, located at 333 F. Edward A. Bear Boulevard, Belchase, Louisiana. Plaquemines Social Aid and Pleasure Club on April 11th, 2026, located at 333 F. Edward A. Bear Boulevard, Belchase, Louisiana, 70037. Councilmember Champagne.
Mr. Champagne offers and Mr. Schultz seconds. Is there any questions from the audience? Administration, council, machines open. It passes 7-0.
7, building permits. 7A, construction permits. MGX equipment application number 2026-19, application date 1/2026, replace an existing failing bulkhead 2617 Engineers Road, Belchase. Councilmember Jurisic.
Want to take them all? Yeah.
Third Coast Infrastructure application number 2026-146, application date 2/10/26. Proposed project is to remove a portion of an existing dock and pilings and construct a new dock that will connect to the existing pipeline platform. 2905-0879-8913, 1466 High Point Gas Transmission, application number 2026-118, application date 1/29/26. Proposed project for maintenance of an existing 26-inch pipeline will require excavation, Port Sulphur. High Point Gas Transmission, application number 2026-119, application date 1/28/26. Proposed project for maintenance of existing 26-inch pipeline will require excavation, Port Sulphur.
Mr. Jurisic offers there a second. Second by Mr. Champagne. Any questions from the audience? Administration, council, machines open. Let the record show it passes 6 yes with 1 abstention.
Building permits, B. Do you want to take these in Globo?
Yes.
LZ Properties LLC Permanent Trailer Park Renewal, 143 Sooner Lane, Venice, Louisiana. Harvey Properties LLC Todd Harvey Permanent Trailer Park Renewal, 193 Sooner Lane, Venice, Louisiana. Kimberly's Court LLC Gloria Bonvillian Permanent Trailer Park Renewal, Kimberly's Court, Triumph, Louisiana. Redfish Factory LLC Anthony Randazzo Permanent Trailer Park Renewal, 37813 Highway 23, Triumph, Louisiana. Bayou One Stop Business Occupancy Grocery Store 26852, Highway 23, Suite B, Port Sulphur, Louisiana.
With that, I'll offer ask for a second. Second by Mr. Jurisic. Any questions from the audience? Administration, council, machines open. Let the record show it passes 7-0.
8, introduction of ordinances and resolutions. I'm sorry. It's on. I'll get out of that for you. Read them.
A resolution adopting the official mission, vision, and value statement and the official logo of the Plaquemines Parish Arts, Parks, and Recreation Department and otherwise to provide with respect thereto. An ordinance establishing. Do you want me to reread the first one or no? A resolution adopting the official mission, vision, and value statement and the official logo of the Plaquemines Parish Arts, Parks, and Recreation Department and otherwise to provide with respect thereto. An ordinance establishing the policy of Plaquemines Parish government in regard to public records requests and otherwise to provide with respect thereto. Both of the above were for Councilmember Koknovich. The next one is for Councilmember Jurisic, an ordinance to acquire permanent 7,775 square foot servitude from Edema Realty Company for construction and operation of a sewer lift station to be located at 15465 Highway 15, Davant, Louisiana, and otherwise to provide with respect thereto, and that is it. I don't know.
You said David?
Taking you started now.
He works for Plaquemines Parish.
No,
That's gonna go on there with
Yeah, they
I'm not stealing it, Rev.
Switch your name on.
Trying to get clarity.
Brock got me. I ain't worried about that. Did you say David? Because I know Brock didn't hear that.
He's gonna say, Rev's gonna, did you say David, Brock? Rev's gonna stick Ashley on me.
We'll work with it.
Yeah, if anybody has any withdrawals, deferrals, can you cue in? I know, on the 11, 2 and 3 be withdrawn.
Number what?
11, A, 2 and 3 withdrawn,
2.
and 3. 4B will be withdrawn.
4B.
4B.
Well, that's what it's got on the
He's underneath.
You said B, right?
4B. 9B. Withdrawn.
Nine, ordinances and resolutions on second reading and final passage. 9A, ordinances and public hearings pursuant to Article 6, Section 601E of the Plaquemines Parish Charter. 9A1, an ordinance to amend and amended to readopt Section 4 of Ordinance Number 142, the Comprehensive Zoning Ordinance of Plaquemines Parish, Louisiana, as amended in the Comprehensive Zoning District Map therein adopted by reference and which is paragraph thereto with reference to application numbers 2025-611 dated September 12th, 2025, and otherwise to provide with respect thereto. Councilmember Jurisic.
I offer.
Mr. Jurisic offers there, second? Second. Second by Mr. Newsom. Mr. Jurisic.
Yes, I was prepared to skip over this one, let Mr. LaFrance go ahead. He's got it down as item number 4, but since he's absent today and we on a time-sensitive thing, we have to move on it. So not trying to, upset anyone or whatever, but we have to move on it. And so that's why I'm offering it.
Thank you. Yes,
Yeah,
name and address.
Arthur Henry Bell Chase. This is a deal, but we're going back to doing things, and I kind of thought we had changed that, This, to me, is not for the betterment of the parish. This is for money-grabbing deals where the people in that community is going to suffer. We do things here where people do things and they don't consider the community. Of course, this property is vacant, vast and big, but the problem is you got a community around there. Now, you would want to I-3 right here in Delchase. No, we couldn't have that. But why would you wanna put it in another community where they're low income community? You know, we gotta stop doing this, man. We gotta stop doing this. You know, we really gotta stop doing this. You know, everything, whether rich and powerful, they get what they want. The people in the small communities, the private communities, man, this is horrible.
Yes, I have Hornets must play tonight.
Nah, they're not. Pelicans. No, they're not playing. Clarence Brock, 156, Enos Campbell. I agree with my friend right there. The reason why I'm saying this is because Mr. LaFrance is protecting his community, and we start doing this, we're gonna. Matter of fact, the East Bank gonna suffer. Other people gonna start coming on the East Bank because they're saying it's good for the parish. Those people in Mr. LaFrance, the District 7, is from the parish. Whatever good for them, they should be able to make the decision. I have seen other parts of the parish, they wanted to put an industrial area in the district, and the people did not want it, and it didn't pass. They did not get what they want, but they worked together, and they came with another decision. Everybody was happy, and everybody got something what they want. I don't think the people of Mr. LaFrance want that I-3 in the district. Can we do something to bring it down from I-3 and everybody will be able to benefit from it, the people of District 7 and the company?
Can I answer, Mr. Brock? Mr. Brock, Mr. LaFrance had the same identical ordinance, word for word, than Mitch. Because I looked at it today. So when Mitch proposed it, if Councilman LaFrance, he would propose an identical language that you see in here.
Yeah.
Just the language that LaFrance was proposing, that it is identical. I can show you here that Mitch, they got the same language. So I'm saying, it goes back to saying when Mr. LaFrance wanted, when Mitch is acting, is the identical thing. His language is for word, is the same thing that Mr. LaFrance was going to offer they use in here.
All right.
I just want you to know that.
All right.
Just for clarity purposes.
Just for clarity, did that happen after the last month meeting or just happened between the last couple of days? Or?
He proposed it. He's not here, but he is coming up number 4. I give you a copy of it. His is identical to the one that Mitch is proposing. They're identical.
All right. Mr. LaFrance happy? I'm happy. But what I'm still saying, if it's happened to District 7 and Mr. LaFrance, it could happen to District 1. And I don't want to see that happen. Thank you.
Thank you. I have a question for the Woodland Borough Pit.
Here you go, Mr. Brock. Just Mr. France when you speak the same.
Paul Hogan, 222, down the Bayou Road, the Salmons.
Yes, thinking back here, y'all wanting us to rezone property. Maybe 7 years ago, you came to the council. You had a pit across from Arlington that had to be refilled, and you made a swap saying you would fill the ones in Narren if you could keep the one across from Arlington open. And then we passed that, said you could do it. But then you came back saying that you wanted to use the Narren pits to sell sand out of. And we denied you because they have a sand pit across the street from it. So when are the Narren pits going to be filled?
You're catching me cold on this. This was many years ago. I'd have to go back and look at all the documents. Like I said, that's 12 years ago.
No, I was in office. I remember.
It was a while back.
Because I remember voting on it, and that's why we denied the selling of the sand out of that pit, because there's one right across the street going towards the river.
But I'll look into it and I'll get back with you on that.
And then was there an ordinance, and I looked, but I couldn't find it, that you had to refill a pit, but if you didn't fill it, you owed the parish $1 million. I remember that somewhere.
Like I said, you're catching me cold on this. I wasn't prepared to address this issue tonight. Without having those documents in front of me, I can't speak off the cuff of it because I don't remember exactly what it said. I have to go back and review it.
If this passes, I'd like to still know if,
Yeah,
I'm still looking for the original ordinance too. Mr. Jurisich.
Yes, maybe, I know Mr. Henry's got his concerns about the residents. I'm done with you, Mr. Paul.
thank you.
Yeah, no, I'm done with you. Well, that's like my cousin Vinny does it. So, yeah. So anyway, no, I appreciate your comments. I want you to know that. But this pit, there is a little buffer zone between the communities and the pits. And I hear, talking about, let's not rezone anything else in Plaquemines Parish, just let it sit here and stay idle. And I hear what you're saying about, well, big money, big money. Well, the parish needs money as well, too. And this is gonna increase the revenue stream from that floodplain. It's going to put it in I-3, which will be a much better, it increases the tax value, the property tax value of this property, which benefits us all. And I'm not trying to argue either way. I know, the whole port corridor one day will be I-3. Are you gonna oppose that as well? It seems like when the port wants to make something I-3, nobody raises a fit about it, and there's residents that if they don't live there, they pass through there. So, but there is a buffer right there, right now, between the community and the woodland plantation that's right there in that area. So I'm just, I understand your concerns, and we are stewards of the community. We are.
Thank you. Any other questions? Administration, council, machines open. It passes 6-1.
2, an ordinance approving a plan of re-subdivision of Lot B1, John J. Blanchard property, Boothville, Plaquemines Parish, Louisiana, into lots B1A and B1B, John J. Blanchard property, Boothville, Plaquemines Parish, Louisiana, as shown on the plan and plat of survey by Dufran Surveying and Engineering, Inc., dated November 13th, 2025. The owner having fulfilled all the requirements of the subdivision and re-subdivision ordinance of the parish of Plaquemines without cost to the Plaquemines parish government or the parish of Plaquemines, and otherwise to provide with respect thereto. Councilmember Kotnovich.
I'll offer as for second. Second by Mr. Edwards. Any questions from the audience? Administration, council, machines open. Passes 7-0.
3, an ordinance approving a plan of re-subdivision of part of Section 90 T14S R24E, Belchase, Plaquemines Parish, Louisiana, into lots GS5 and GS6, part of Section 90 T14S R24E, Belchase, Plaquemines Parish, Louisiana, as shown on a map of re-subdivision by Dufran Surveying and Engineering, Inc., Jonathan P. Dufran, dated October 24th, 2025. The owner having fulfilled all the requirements of the subdivision and re-subdivision ordinance of the parish of Plaquemines without cost to the Plaquemines parish government or the parish of Plaquemines, and otherwise to provide with respect thereto. Councilmember Jurisic.
Mr. Jurisich offers there a second. I'll second. Any questions from the audience, administration, council? Mr. Newsom.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Only thing I see on here, make they available from Infomart comments or to make sure there's no, I guess, Randy, you can maybe answer. The water is available on opposite side of the roadway, no public sewer available. So by subdividing, this doesn't come at any, we're not responsible if we subdivide it to put any utilities there. Is that correct, or am I?
No, on re-subdivisions, we're not responsible. And what I typically have them do is spell out on the spec sheet everything that's public and everything that's private. You were asking specifically about what issue?
Well, the Infomark put on here about water is available on opposite side of roadway, and there's no public sewer.
Can you tell me what line you're on, just so I can?
It's on the,
Oh, you're talking about oh, I don't have that sheet.
yeah, this is on the,
But yeah, no, the ordinance specifies
Okay.
and spells out that there's no obligation for us to do anything
do we,
from the property line. We only go up to the, where
Yeah.
we have a
So-
right of way. Everything beyond that is always the property owner.
and I know they subdivided, so they own the property, so I'm sure they're aware there with their utilities.
Yeah.
So just make sure we weren't responsible since we subdivided. Thank you.
Any other questions? Machines are open. It passes 7-0.
4, an ordinance to amend and amended to readopt Section 4 of ordinance number 142.
Can you withdraw that?
Withdraw. B is withdraw. C, a resolution authorizing the parish president to enter into a CEA between Plaquemines Parish School Board and further authorizing the president to sign on behalf of Plaquemines Parish government any and all documents necessary and proper to perfect or enforce this agreement. Councilmember Kodovich.
I'll offer, ask for a second. Second by Mr. Jurasich. Any questions from the audience?
Arthur Henry, could you tell the public what the CEA about?
Ball fields that the schools use.
That's good, you know.
Any other questions? Administration, council? Machines are open.
You might want to look at, there you go.
Passes 7-0.
D, an ordinance to approve the amended pay plan and classification schedule adopted by the Civil Service Commission on blank 2026 and otherwise to provide with respect thereto. Councilmember Jurasich, this has changes.
Want to read the changes first? The 10
Great.
pages?
Okay, in the preamble, we're adding after the word to, adopt, and we are removing after the word approve, the, and inserting an. Also in the preamble in line 2, adopted by the Civil Service Commission on blank 2026 is being completely removed. On line 6, after the word council is passed is being removed and the word adopt is being inserted.
What number did you say? You said 7?
No,
6.
6. Line 6, the first whereas.
Okay.
Passed is being removed and adopted is being inserted. And the number 26 for ordinance number 2026 is being inserted. On line 10 of the second whereas, to adopt and approve is being inserted. We are removing the request at its meeting on blank 2026, approve the, then we're adding the word a. On line 13, we are changing the word amended to amend. On line 14, we're adding in conformity with the council's aforementioned request. Then the first section is being completely removed and it's being substituted by the following. It hereby approves and adopts amended pay plan and classification schedule, which provides for a 1% cost of living increase for all parish classified employees and amends the current pay plan by adjusting the minimum salary by 1% and adjust each following step by 1% increments. The approval and adoption provided for by this section is conditioned upon approval and adoption of the same by the Civil Service Commission at its next meeting. The second section is being completely removed, and it's being substituted with the Plaquemines Parish Council authorized the Civil Service Director and the Civil Service Commission to implement the amended pay plan and classification schedule provided for by this ordinance on the first full pay period as reasonably and practicably, but practicable, but in no event later than 30 days after its adoption and approval by the Civil Service Commission, and directs the Civil Service Commission to apply it uniformly to all classifications. Then we're adding a section 4, which reads, "This ordinance shall become effective upon signature by the parish president or operation of law, whichever comes first." And the section 4, the original section 4 is now section 5, and those are the changes.
And with that, do you offer, Mr. Jurasich? Yes. Mr. Jurasich offers there a second? Second by Mr. Champagne. Any questions from the audience, administration, council? Machines up. Mr. Edwards?
Yeah, my only problem with this, when you take line 2 out and say adopted by the Civil Service Commission, which seems like they have a responsibility in it, when you take that responsibility from them adopting it, and then you come back on line 40 and say the Plaquemine Parish Council authorized the civil service, I'm just wondering if that's possible. I mean, it's the
Adopt,
legal part of it.
in part 2, you're taking that out, so civil service doesn't
So,
adopt it.
yeah, the preamble doesn't really have any legal meaning. So I took that out in the preamble just because, to make it simpler, instead of her having to read even more than she already had to read. And then what we're saying is, there's two different things going on. One is there's the authority to adopt the pay plan, and then there's the authority, the council is saying, the money's going to be there, go ahead and implement the pay plan. And so what we're saying is, civil service still retains the authority to ultimately adopt that pay plan. And then what we're telling civil service is, once you adopt that pay plan, we agree with it, and oh, by the way, I want you to implement it within 30 days. So that authorization is for them to implement the pay plan within 30 days because we're responsible for the money, and we're saying there's enough money there to do that. But the ultimate decision still is retained by civil service.
And that's why I'm really wondering whether this should have went to civil service and let them go through whatever their process is and bring it back to us. And I'm hearing you saying that it's almost like we're telling you what you have to do. And I'm just wondering,
Well, we've already.
we're putting ourselves in an adversarial relationship. That's all. I'm hoping we're not. That's
No, we had communications with the civil service director and Mr. Pappy, their hearing officer, who represents them. And all this is doing is speeding up the process because otherwise we'd have to wait for civil service to do their thing, then we'd have to do an introduction, then we'd have to approve it, and basically the 1% wouldn't be implemented for a whole nother month and a half. And so all this is doing is saying, hey, you're doing what we asked you to do, we're approving what you do, if you do, and then it can be implemented sooner rather than later.
Well, I just hope, my opinion, that they're seeing it the way you're doing it, but the way I'm reading is almost like you saying this is what you have to do. I'm just saying. And I'm saying that's just my opinion. I'm just hoping that their perception is not like mine. If it's not, then I think we're good.
Right, so we've already asked them to do it, so we've already asked them to do it. We didn't tell them to do it, we asked them to do it, and then they're gonna do it on March 5th, is our understanding. And so, that ball's been set in motion, so, yeah.
I'm good.
You good, Mr. Jurasich? Yeah, I'm good. Any other questions? Machines are open. It passes 7-0.
Rennie, you get your another jacket, Rennie, so you can know 1%. So Rennie, you get another jacket, Rennie, you got a 1%.
I'll leave it on.
E, a resolution approving the issuance of a 2-year extension to Woodland North Borough Pits LLC for the existing Borough Pit on property located in FP zoning district at 17300 Highway 23, Port Sulphur, Louisiana, all in accordance with application number 2021-402, dated July 16th, 2021, and otherwise to provide with respect thereto. What did you want to do with that one?
Does anybody want to, because he hasn't answered me, so defer it.
I know it's a 2-year extension, so.
Yeah, defer it.
All right.
So what's the time frame on it?
We have time. No, I'm just saying, what's the time, when does it have to be reviewed by?
It should be more than 2 weeks. July 16th, so
Just be about listening to friends.
2021.
This compliment the fall we just passed.
Oh. But that's when it was first applied, so it has to be July, it should be. That's when it was first applied for. So defer it.
F, an ordinance to amend the 2026 general fund operating expenditure budget, Parish Council District 2 Department, and otherwise to provide with respect thereto. Councilmember Champagne.
Mr. Champagne offers, Mr. Schultz seconds. Is there any questions from the audience? Administration, council, Mr. Edwards?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Any other questions? Machines are open.
Champagne's making us look bad.
It passes 7-0.
G, a resolution to change the name of Davin Pool and Davin, Louisiana, to Fishermen and Concerned Citizens Association, and otherwise to provide with respect thereto. Councilmember Edwards.
Mr. Edwards, your offer?
I offer now, which I can get a unanimous second.
Mr. Schultz, Mr. Edwards offers, and can we get a unanimous second? Anybody got an objection? Unanimous second. Any questions from the audience?
I'm on the wrong thing, yeah.
Yeah, let me get it.
Okay, I can't.
Drexel Narcisse, 17977, Paul Narcisse, Highway 15. I just would like to thank you, Reverend Edwards, for introducing this. This is something that could have been done a long time ago, and on behalf of the Fishermen Concerned Citizen Organization, I would like to thank you in advance and thank each and every one of you, because this could be a great day for Plaquemine Parish. You know, this organization was started in 1979, and we are standing on the shoulders of those men and women who started this organization. And you all can make this a great day, and I'm just hoping and praying that you do the right thing. And God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Jurasich?
Yes, hold up 1 second. So that means you're gonna take over this pool, you're gonna clean it, you're gonna do all this? No, I just wanted to get there.
With your help.
With our help, okay, you got it.
Becca, I want to know what the nickname's going to be. Becca?
For the
Yeah.
first 15 years of that pool.
Right. I was the very first lifeguard at the pool.
Thank you.
Thank you for sticking with it.
Any other questions?
Mr. Henry, you gonna help?
I just want to know.
Up in Del Chase. Hey, this is a great honor. It's a great association. It deserves it.
Let me just say this.
Can you cue in? Can you cue in? I know.
I got one more. I'll make it short. That pool, the firefighter, the firemen, the Palm Beach Fire Department, we ran it for a good while, and we cleaned the pool. We took care of all the chemicals and everything. We got guys that's certified in purifying water and stuff, and we did a great job for many years. All right. And the only thing I hope people don't get confused and coming down to the event and saying it's the Fishermen and Concerned Citizens pool, and they're saying fishermen and saying the pool. I hope nobody don't come there with a line and want to catch some fish out of that.
Shut up,
Fast in there.
Let me just say this as far historical background, the history of this pool. Before this pool was started, our children were swimming in the Mississippi River. Because of segregation in the parish, there was no swimming pool for black kids for swim. And after marching, doing a lot of things, when the council was a 5-member commission council, they came together saying we need a place to swim because several kids almost drowned in the Mississippi River. Some kids were swimming in the bayou. And they was able to get the council, at that time was the commission council, to open this pool. And for almost 20 years, They used to have festivals and everything, and totally funded that pool. What Mr. Brock is saying is partially right, but the volunteer fire department at that time was mainly made up of members of the Fishermen and Concerned Citizen Association. They created a volunteer fire department. That volunteer fire department, their fundraising, maintained that pool for almost 20 years. It wasn't really until, I think, when Cormier came in, Billy Nungesser came in, because Byron Williams there, that the parish started doing anything with that pool. But that pool was started by the Fishermen Concerned. There are many names that people was asking me to name it, but I say no. So I figured by naming it the Fishermen and Concerned Citizen, it would deal with all those people who started the pool who's no longer here, because it was them that were responsible for that pool being there. And I think it's a great trivia to them to just have that pool named after the Fishermen and Concerned Citizen Association. And I just hope that you vote with me to restore this honor. Many of those folks are no longer here. I would also say it was the Fishermen and Concerned Citizen that was responsible, along with Merle Broussard, to changing the form of government from 5-member to 9-member council. They was very instrumental in that. And so I just thought it very befitting that we name this pool after people that were responsible for it being there, and that is the Fishermen and Concerned Citizen Association. So I hope that all of you all would join with me in voting yes to make this a historical day for all those people. And these are parish-wide people. Miss Elizabeth Taylor from Boothville, Miss Carolyn Sapp, Milton Coleman, people out of Port Salford. I mean, it was a parish-wide organization, people from the Army, Ironton. So the organization was a parish-wide organization. So it wasn't just these people, Fishermen Concerned Citizens, wasn't just the East Bank, but this represents people from the East Bank and the West Bank that made this pool possible. And it's a state-of-the-art pool. So again, I hope that I get everybody voter support on this very historical resolution. Thank you.
And with that said, machines are open. It passed 7-0.
Thank you so much.
The name of diving board on the slide.
10, approval of the minutes from the February 12th, 2026 regular meeting.
Mr. Schultz offers, Mr. Newsom second. Any questions from the audience, administration, council? Machines are open. And it passed 7-0. Next item.
11, new business. 11A, introduction of resolutions where suspension is being sought. 11A1, a resolution to adopt and approve the Plaquemines Parish 2026 Coastal Master Plan and otherwise to provide with respect thereto.
I'll offer, ask for a second. Second by Mr. Jurisich. Any questions from the audience, administration? This is about the suspension of the rules now.
Suspension, no.
Only. You have something about the suspension? Okay, machines open.
I mean, you're doing that to my constituents.
Ms. McCartney? And the suspension passes 7-0.
A resolution to adopt and approve the Plaquemines Parish 2026 Coastal Master Plan and otherwise to provide with respect thereto. Councilmember Kodovich.
I'll offer, ask for a second. Second by Mr. Champagne. Now you can come up and ask your question.
Clarence Brock, 156 East Campbell Lane. This plan is gonna be existing for 25 years or something like this?
6 years.
That's only 6 years?
Correct.
6 years?
Every 6 years, it has to be updated and approved.
Okay, I'm thinking about another plan. Another plan is that's supposed to be like 25 years. It's a flood plan or master plan or something like that.
Master plan.
Okay, it's a master plan, all right.
It's another one I'm talking about.
All right, thank you. Any other questions? Administration, council, machines are open. Mr. Jurasich.
What's the hurry for this?
I think you're gonna get an answer after the meeting.
I don't know. No, I'm all for it. Good job getting it in.
Mitch, I had that.
Mr. Champagne?
Mitch, I had the same question. I just wasn't brave enough to ask.
Did we all laugh?
Mr. Champagne?
Yeah, just a couple of comments, just for the people out there. This is a great plan, and appreciate Ms. Buck working on this. There's a total of 36 projects in there that are proposed. We have 5 that are currently under construction that equate to just over $1.5 billion for this parish. And 9 of those projects are under engineering design, another 9 more. That means they're happening. So this is significant. And I spoke to Kim this morning about this, and she said, yeah, it's not over yet. I'm still pushing for more. So thank you for that. And it's about time we have an aggressive approach to taking care of, our parish, and this master plan is going to go a long way doing that. Thank you. I yield.
Mr. Newsom?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And these dollars are federal dollars, correct?
State and federal.
State and federal, so no local, no parish monies being all,
Most of it we've already put our funding in.
yes. So it's, again, as Mr. the report was this thick, very well done, and compliment your department on that. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? Machines are open.
Should we abstain?
Give us the right to ride in the levees.
Don't do it.
Yeah, if you voted yes, you can.
And it passed 7-0. Next item.
Item 2 and 3 will be withdrawn. B, District 1 update, discussion on EMS, Councilmember Edwards. Withdraw.
1 and 3.
District 9 update, Highway 11 update, discussion on Fort Jackson.
I know last meeting he said Highway 11 was gonna start around the 23rd or so. And now I'm hearing it's a couple weeks into March.
Highway 11?
Yes, ma'am.
Our projected start date is March 9th. March 9th?
Because last meeting he said the 22nd or 23rd, and
February?
yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Well, this was the latest update. It said bid came in lower than expected, projected start date March 9th. I can verify, shoot you.
Thank you. And Fort Jackson, I know the other king's not here, but one king's here. They was asked to do some things after the Orange Festival, like big ruts inside the fort and fix lawnmowers. I went to cut grass yesterday and neither one of them's done. So, like, with a lawnmower the tourism board donated to Fort Jackson.
Okay.
They was told not to use it, but they used it anyway, and it's broke and still won't start.
The parish used it?
No, the Orange Festival.
Oh, okay, okay.
But I contacted their chairman, and he's supposed to be heading it up, but I knew they would have 2 kings here, but thank you. Mr. Champagne?
Yeah, to answer a question, I met with President Hinckley this morning when I met with Ms. Buck, and we talked about Highway 11, and he said it came in lower than expected, so they added a little more to it, and they had to engineer that in so that the construction company would only mobilize one time and get it done. So that's why it's extended a little bit more, so they get on it and not pull off.
All right, thank you. Do I have a motion to adjourn? Motion by Mr. Schultz, second by me. Machines are open. And it passed 6 with 1 no.
He don't want to leave.
Well, he could stay here. He could stay. And meeting's adjourned at 3:23.